Welcome again, everybody, and welcome to All In All
Ole, ole,
United.
ole, ole. Ah,
Now, watch
Finally,
me.
a final to look
mm,
forward to.
Yeah, I mean, and we could
mm.
talk like that because I mean, as we were saying before we started the stream here for Man United to throw this off,
Yeah,
for we to not appear in that Europa League final earlier, me and Lion, them fellas and them had to
yeah.
get put to death. I'm telling
Gotta
you.
reach it there. Gotta reach
Yeah,
Italian, you know? It's
for we
chaos.
to reach, no, the thing about it, football is a real funny game, Ollie, and we've
Yeah.
seen worse than this happen. I remember AC Milan in the Champions League was playing Deportivo La Coruña, and they left Spain with a 4-0 lead earlier,
Right.
and then went home, and Deportivo went there and beat them 5-0. You know? You understand what I'm saying? So
Likewise with Barca and Liverpool too a few years ago.
yeah. So it's
Yeah,
impossible.
It could happen.
It's
It could happen. It
impossible.
could happen.
Uh-huh.
But with
But
smaller in the ranks, I see him score. Man, oh gosh, don't do that now.
oh yeah, we play with
Smaller is a undercover agent.
we
Right?
played we played 12 fellas today.
I love it.
He keep getting Cavani on for the goal, right? And he
give
give
away a
away a
penalty.
penalty, right? So we are undercover agent in Smalling. So yeah, you see,
Yeah.
don't,
Small and
eh,
small and
we
say how
coming
going
through.
on.
We coming through. We going through.
Yeah. Let me just get
Mm,
some comments here. Some fellas on the inside. All you
yeah,
welcome,
man.
welcome to the Pogba show.
Yeah,
Welcome to
yeah.
the
Well,
Cavani
yeah.
show.
No, but
Welcome
there's
to the
that point.
Bruno show.
Exactly. You understand the big tree show today. The big tree
Yeah.
show up today. Definitely.
Hey Kurt, welcome
Hey,
buddy. Good
Kurt. Good
night to
night. Good
you.
night.
Thanks for joining.
And you're joining early too.
Yeah, Kurt joined early.
Yeah.
Gregory, welcome. He's
Hey,
saying
you,
only at the
Gregory.
wheel. Good night,
Yeah,
fellas. Good night
man.
to you. Iron, what you seen? He said that's not happening to us. You know, we ain't gonna throw it away. We ain't gonna throw
Yeah,
it
we
away.
I tell you that knock over agent we are in. That's happening, boy.
And
Hey,
that first goal, I feel the three best players on the pitch was involved in that first goal. If you ask me,
I'm,
it was
Of course.
I'm
Pogba,
telling you.
Yeah.
Cavani,
Them
Bruno.
fellas
Yeah,
show up today.
yeah,
Them
they
fellas
show up
show
today.
up today. Yeah.
Let me just get to the comments and we'll get into it. I know we're excited
Yeah.
about it. Fellas who viewing, don't forget to like and share, right? Because we want to get as much people in on to enjoy the fun here.
Yeah.
Let's say now finish watching the highlights.
Nah, you don't get any full game. You don't get any full game good. The highlights are good enough.
Jesus, welcome man. Saying glory, Man United for life.
Yeah.
I am saying the Rastaman shaming Bobo Hill.
I show that one. What show is that?
Are you smalling boy?
Oh, she. Oh,
Oh yes.
so good.
Kurt saying we had clear chances to add about 9 today. Yeah, he was telling Nico I wanted 8, you know. I wanted 8.
Yeah.
You know. Jesus saying at least we woke up in the second half. Yeah, we go talk about that because watch me, that first half was it started off real good. We was
Real
talking
good
about the
boy.
goal. That goal was
Jeez.
superb. And then I don't know what happened.
Mhm.
Hey David, welcome man. Thanks for joining. Kenton, welcome. He's saying China's back.
Yeah. I mean, because when I find him down, eh. So when I praising, eh. You know what I mean? So yeah,
And-
Pogba all the way today.
And earlier, watch me. If we go back to some of the reviews in the past, to see
Yeah.
Nico wearing a Pogba jersey back to front like this, he come full
Yeah.
circle.
Full circle. Full circle.
Hey Jody, welcome man. Thanks for joining.
Mm.
I am saying I didn't mention it here, but I said to myself, Smalling will help us. Yeah, Smalling come out big for return
I'm
day.
telling you, he give you a goal and assist. A goal and
telling you.
assist like you here.
Kissing. Cavani moved like a Mason today. Kind of greedy, but he make up. Yeah, with that first chance.
Greedy boy?
He was supposed to play around for Pogba. He was supposed. Remember at that point in time, Nico, we was 2-1 down, eh?
But the
And yeah,
goalkeeper
sure,
kinda,
with the way how we were playing that first half, we wasn't sure a better team would have come out second half, you know. So we wanted to score that.
yeah, but by the time he play back that ball to Pogba, there's men on him, boy. Men would have been on Pogba.
Nah, he made that. He was supposed to make that pass earlier.
I blaming him for that. But anyway,
But I sure,
Gregory 100.
I sure,
100, but
Nico,
if 99%. 99
Nico,
Gregory.
Nico, I sure If we didn't win that game there, yeah, I'd be talking about that same move difference.
Nah, boy, Cavani's a striker, boy. If it was Marshall, I say he should have passed it. But not Cavani, boy. Not Cavani, boy.
Anderson, welcome, buddy. Ole, not today, no, because Anderson saying good game. Kenton saying, hey, look, Rudy boy, yeah, Ole, we are Rudy.
Yes.
Rudy on the inside tonight. Rudy on the inside tonight.
Anderson saying Oli probably light a match. I'm telling you, after that first half, Oli had to do something. Me know what he do inside that dressing room. Them fellas come out different. Them fellas come out possessed that second half week.
Remember, Roma had the 3 subs early too, so I don't know if that had anything to play.
That crushed them.
Yeah, that had nothing. Gary saying Rome wasn't built in a day, but we destroyed them in 90 minutes.
Well said.
Nice one, Gregory. Nice
Yeah.
one. Nice one.
We had to clip that one up, Gregory. We had to clip that one.
Yeah.
David saying Oli Burrows, Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, definitely clear. That was clear as day because them fellas come out totally different in the second half. Jody saying don't worry, Nico. We'll wear Martial t-shirt the same way.
When? Hey, all right. Go ahead.
Simeon saying great win. But the offense put real plaster on the. We go get to that, Simeon, because that was one of my points. You know, you see a real golfing talent in our team. Pogba made it for Europe. Who that Euro Pogba? Yeah. So true. Kenton saying Chanas, don't be on Martial, bro.
All right.
And 2 more comments and then we'll get into the mix, fellas. Kurt saying, hey, Silky Feet Marcel would have put away that chance, that Cavani chance. That keeper was eating grass.
All right.
Jody saying, Gregory, how much time we go destroy Rome?
7 by 6.
Watch well, we get the opportunity next week to go Rome and actually do more destruction.
Yeah.
Anyway, so guys, and Rudy at night, we're glad to hire back on the inside. I mean,
glad to be back.
Talk to me.
Well, I don't want to lie. That first goal, from the time I see that first goal, I was like, okay, there's the 3 best players on the pitch.
Yeah.
I was like, Pogba, Cavani, Bruno. That's what I like to see. One thing though, I was a little disappointed Cavani didn't get a hat trick because I felt he had a chance. He took our first touch in the second half and hit it straight at the keeper. I feel like, come on, more clinical than that. But I'm not complaining. 6-2.
Yeah. You see, it hard to complain because the striker had chances now. Which in the past, it was a struggle for the striker to have chances. So our striker today had about 5 or 6 chances, which was definitely, pleasant to see.
I don't normally like to see Cavani drift wide, but when he did create a lot of chances. Look for the Mason Greenwood goal. He did put 18 for Mason Greenwood.
The one he was the volley, Rudy?
Not the volley. That wasn't the volley. Was one he get running through the center where he had a touch and then he shoot. That was second half. Yeah, not the volley.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Christopher, welcome. He's saying Oli out. We should have scored 7 terrible.
Yeah, but the thing about this comment, right, Christopher, is that Oli has learned, right, and Oli have shown that he's learning on the job, and he's not taking too long, and he's not taking too long to implement changes, or to show that improvement in his learning. Because if it was Mourinho would be doing the same thing over and over and over. But to me, it seems like Oli is either he's listening to the fans or he just look at it and say, all right, I should have done this and I should have done that. Because you're seeing, because before against Astana, was Astana who we play who beat us in the Champions League? Right?
In the Champions League or Europa League?
No, the Champions League was the team that we went and beat.
Başakşehir.
Yeah, Başakşehir, right? Oli went to that with a schoolboy team, more or less. But from then to now, you have seen that he has learned his lesson because against Real Sociedad, first leg and second leg, he put a strong team. You saw the same thing against Grenada when we say, well, all right, Oli might have changed up the squad. He said, nah, I'm going full strength. You know, so you're seeing that from then to now, Oli has learned his lesson. So definitely, you know, I mean, I get just like Pogba is full circle. Long as you're learning, long as I seen that you see, Jed, you're learning, I go stand by you. Whenever I say you're not learning, well, now I have a problem.
But I think the point Christopher making here is clearly sarcasm, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And Christopher, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you know after the Leicester game, people were shouting Oli out? You understand what I'm saying?
I was not aware of that.
So yes, we understand the point that you're making as a valid point, Nico. But like Oli can't seem to please the fans. Oli in today, Oli out tomorrow. A bad result, Oli out. A good result, Oli in, you know?
Yeah, that is really only fans, because if you really think about it, if we were still on that Mourinho regime, I think Oli are more proactive and Mourinho are more reactive, because Mourinho would go, as you say, over and over doing the same thing, expecting different results. That's it.
Yeah.
He are more proactive, Oli.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that about it. He's not so hard-headed.
And Rudy, the evidence of that is Oli in a job, one job longer than Mourinho in 2 jobs.
Exactly. So yeah, and I mean we've seen improvement, but one question I have to ask a little. I get this question before, is that do you think we need a striker, even with Cavani in, to get the Premier League title next season? Because look, it's 10 points behind Man City right now, and we have Cavani. So you think we need a striker, like a world-class striker? I have somebody in mind, but I know we wouldn't get him.
My take on that is this Cavani, we didn't have this Cavani for the whole season. The team wasn't playing like how we play now for the whole season. And then if the team had started the season like this, I don't think we would have been so far behind City, because it had games when we real drop points.
Yeah, so far behind City, yeah.
Yeah, simply because the team, and then one is Cavani, yes, but if you realize the team actually playing better, you understand what I'm saying? And we wasn't seeing that earlier. We were seeing where we strikers were struggling for service. Look, Nico now mentioned it there. Cavani had more than 5 chances today where he could afford to miss 3 or 4 and still score 2. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we want the strikers to get. And I'm sure having Cavani, you know, having the others, Greenwood chipping in, Rashford chipping in, Pogba chipping in, Bruno, Martial chipping in, I don't think we really need and I don't see, you know, like how certain players like Greenwood took some time to catch form. Marcel was clearly out of form this season. Them things are anomalies. Normally you gotta have your players on form. So my opinion is next season, where we know players might get a better rest, we will get pre-season. If we could keep Cavani, I don't think we need to go and spend money on our next striker. We could focus on different areas on the pitch. Nico.
I don't want him to overstay welcome to it, because this loan, this I don't know 1-year contract is a success so far. And even if he don't score no more goals from now till the end of the season, it is a success still.
To me, definitely the only issue is I can take Cavani and his squad as is. However, I don't know how fit Cavani could stay for an entire season, because the Premier League is very rugged, you know. And in terms of Cavani staying fit for the entire season, I don't have that confidence yet. I don't think he has built that confidence in me to show me that, hey, I could be fit for an entire Premier League season. And because of that, you're still not sure, or you don't have that quality off the bench at the moment. You know, or you don't have that Cavani quality within the squad at the moment. So yes, if he could stay fit for the entire season, I good with the squad as is. However, if there is question marks over possible fitness issues, maybe we would need somebody to lead the line, you know, something similar to what he is doing.
Let me not forget, he peaked behind him and he's 34. So I don't think he have that in him to be so consistent throughout the season.
I find he getting better as he getting older, boy. You come like Zlatan. No, I tell you, I find he looking better as he getting older.
United have a history of taking up some more strikers.
Yeah, what's that second goal? What's that goal today? What's that goal today?
But my thing, right, Nico? My thing with how the Premier League is like a striker or a player will come into the league in the first season. I see it happen with Arshavin. Arshavin is a prime example.
Yeah.
He introduction to the league, he take the league by storm for that half season. But then for some reason, like the team just figure you out.
Right.
And then you just struggle So the period in which the league and the teams in the league is trying to adjust to your style and what you bring in, you just have that kind of flurry of performances and goals and assists and whatever. Then after
personally,
they started to struggle a little bit, and I saw it even with Bruno as well. So who knows, next season with Cavani, he might really struggle. And then, I mean, it might fit Rudy point where we might really need to look at somebody else.
Yeah, possibly.
Personally, I feel like we missed the opportunity this season because if you think about in previous seasons past over the years, right? United had always, like we say, we had Van Nistelrooy, who was banging in the goals, and then we just take up who I could use as an example, Hendrik Larsson. I don't know if you're familiar with him in the last days of football, and we win the league. I feel like we needed a striker to come in there with Cavani, like a world-class striker. I feel next season we would need a striker, personally. Somebody like Harry Kane or something.
I telling you, right? And I think we talk about it last review, right? And I think Gregory was on the inside as well. No, it was the review before with Ion and Chef. Right? I think back then, Rudy, and now the dynamics of football change where a player of Cavani ilk, right? Because right now we practically, if you listen to Oli press conferences, the club practically begging he to stay, right? That is how we look at it. It's like we begging.
Yeah, we begging. Right? Yeah, we begging. Yeah.
So you're not gonna.
I'm telling you, they're begging.
Yeah, right, but so you're not gonna beg a striker like Cavani to stay and then bring in a Harry Kane because Harry Kane not going to sit on no bench, right? And even if you, as Nico mentioned, you want to rotate because you're not sure Cavani could play a full season. Cavani not gonna accept a rotating role with the likes of a Kane or a Haaland, and Haaland or Kane not accepting a rotation role with the likes of a Cavani. That's why I say we already have the likes of Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. These are the players I think, given a proper preseason, you understand what I'm saying? Because this season that we come into, we joined tackles was an anomaly in terms of how it was and how it impact players. So I'm saying let me go into a new season where you see the team actually started to play better. The team was not playing like this early in the season. We actually creating chances. And what we say is once we could work on that central midfield in terms of getting a DM so that we don't have that McFred issue, then I could see us going forward being a lot stronger, and where Cavani getting the rest, you had the likes of Greenwood and Martial coming in, doing the thing, then Cavani come back in. So we rotating the players that know that the club believe in them, and they might be a little more contented switching roles and bringing in a world-class striker like a Kane or a Haaland, who you know have to play every game. You're not gonna pay $150 million for them players and them to rotate them with Cavani because Cavani can last a full season. That's not making no sense. So it's either you bring in Kane or Haaland and let Cavani go Boca.
Yeah.
Agree.
Let me just get some comments because we had them coming in, right? Gregory saying, yeah, boy, I wanted him to get the hat-trick bad, and that's Cavani we're talking about, right? Kurt saying Rashford was invisible, but he got a nice pass from Brunsby. Yeah, I mean,
Rashford will struggle exactly. When you go on the right side, you would struggle. And sometimes I felt that Greenwood might have been more effective, because Greenwood have been in kind of more or less one of the form players, especially coming up the right. So I don't know how Oli would work that out, but
Pogba like he solidified that left side, eh?
Yeah. And we know that Rashford not as strong on the right, and Greenwood in form on the right. So I don't know. I guess Pogba, Oli had to sort that out, But I guess today it worked. Today it worked. Rashford didn't have his best game, but the rest shined today. And maybe because at the position Rashford played, because Rashford had 2 or 3 players tracking him every time he had the ball, that would have freed up the other attacking players to do their stuff.
But I think it's a good problem to have because we depended on Rashford and Bruno so much this season. So for me is and I'm going out on a limb here, and I don't mean to be critical, but when Rashford and Bruno early in the season was carrying the team wasn't playing like a unit as we are now.
Right.
So we're seeing the team playing better and other players benefiting as well. So it's just a matter of you finding that balance where the entire unit could benefit a little more. You know?
Yeah, I think you're spot on, especially in the attacking third. You can see the fluidity of the passing, like for the
Exactly.
first goal.
Exactly. And that was what you meant. That was beautiful in it.
Yeah.
If I wasn't on YouTube, it's that clip I wanted to show, but I know how YouTube real dread now. I wanted to show that first goal too. Because YouTube with our block video. Ian saying Ollie knows this is his only trophy this season. He has to go for it, definitely. Ollie going all out for this, Ian. Trust
Actually,
me.
and we saw that from the Leeds game. We saw that with the team he picked for the Leeds game.
Yeah. I still don't agree with that, Tev, but anyway. Gregory saying in 302 games from Moyes to Mourinho, we only scored 5+ goals twice. Wow. In 114 games under Ollie, we scored 9 times. That's a very, very telling stat, Greg.
Yeah.
Jody saying it's how men come on the same show and criticize Ollie. And you can't be Man U manager and want to learn on the job. Now the same men saying Ollie in.
I mean what Jody talking about, nah?
Yeah, Jody. This is what we're talking about when men just had to change the tune. Right?
Yeah, well,
so all I'm saying is men just come and talk in the moment.
Right.
And Gregory.
So let me see the change for Marcel. Go ahead, let me see change.
So all I'm saying
is the going down.
No. Me and I tell you about that Martial thing right now. I fed up defend Martial. I'm not going through that right now. I know Martial will prove himself, but me going through that right now, right?
Oh, this is what I was talking about how Cavani came in and helped, because look what's going on with Martial. If we didn't have a man like Cavani now, what would I be going on?
Correct.
We dead in the water. Right now, shark eating we suffer.
Gregory, so we have too much reactionary fans. You're not going to get a 5-star performance every game. But Greg,
give me at least a 3-star now in Manchester United.
Yeah, we want the team to play better. We want the team to play better. You know, I am saying it's Harry Kane, so I don't know if Rudy, that's who you were talking about.
Yeah, that is my dream striker to have at United. Although I don't think it will happen, but.
I think in Madrid, I hear how can I think. But with the form Benzema in, I doubt he will upset Benzema in Real Madrid with Harry Kane.
And one thing, so I'm glad we wrap up this in the first leg tour, because we have Liverpool. Although we know we probably close to solidifying second, always good to get a victory over Liverpool. Right?
Yeah. We got some comments here. David saying Cavani need to stay, or we might need to buy Kane.
No, but why saying? I understand why you did say Reeves, but I mean, on our Ferguson had real world-class strikers. But when at Cavani age, I don't know if when he come in at United at the beginning of the season, if he thought he would have been playing so much. Did you think he would have been playing all these games? I feel he was already content about the role he had to play, which is not really squad rotation, but
he wanted more football because you remember it had a point in time when Ollie had made the statement in a press conference that Cavani wasn't happy with the amount of minutes that he was getting.
Right, yeah. Now that you bring it up, attention.
Yeah, but then to remember Cavani coming out when he watches competition, he read competition. Loves he firing. It had no competition for him. So he expected to come United to play. You know?
I think if Marcel had continued the form from last season, you understand? Because remember when Cavani came in, he would have been watching what happened last season.
Right.
So it's only when you sit down and you realize, well, hey, he out of form, I'm supposed to be playing. You know, but if Marcel just continued form from last season, Cavani would have been playing a rotation role.
I think the ego of those players, or the ego that you had to have to be playing at that level and at let me say over that period of time consistently, your ego is I going in there and be the number one striker.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what you need, You want that kind of mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah. Christopher saying exactly reading. Can I please fans like all I want is just for people to give Ollie the chance to prove his metal. Let me see what we are at when the dust settles.
Yeah, I think he get any chance because look, he move out a lot of deadwood that previous managers like Van Gaal, Moyes, Mourinho, all of them keep and he move it out.
Yeah. Progress. Ian saying real. Ian, on the summer context of my wallet for that so boy. Oh God.
He's United number 9 boy. He's United number 9 boy. Talk about chipping in boy.
Kurt saying we had 7 0-0 draws for this EPL season. So yes, them 14-point drops, the 14-point that we dropped, a lot. I think if we didn't drop that amount of points, we might be up on that City bottom.
Yeah,
if not on top of them, you know.
For sure.
Correct.
Out of those 4 league games we list, that Sheffield was the better one.
Oh God, boy, what? That one hurt. That one hurt confidence too within the squad at that moment.
Yeah, I am saying since we like aging strikers, it's best we go for Lewandowski. It's a no way we getting that. We could try how much we could throw the kitchen sink by Anna letting that go. That looks like he gonna be potting when he's 40. Now he good soul here. A real rate Lewandowski. Because I'm saying other seeing Cavani is mentoring Greenwood class player. I think all the other strikers learning from him. But as Cavani said, he ain't come to teach nobody. If you want to learn,
watch and learn.
Yeah, because I find Mason Greenwood have somewhat of an orthodox technique. Different from Rashford and Marcel Cavani. He a little bit different from everybody else.
RVP style, boy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A real RVP style. Gregory saying some players don't lose that killer instinct, and that's definitely what you're seeing in Cavani. And I think that's what Ollie's seeing, and that's why Ollie bring him in, even though, and that's something with that we saw. I think Rudy, you had mentioned it earlier when Fergie brought in the Henrik Larsson, because you see he was a leader to make up the passes of yesterday Man United central midfield. Yeah, we definitely
we know this. We definitely know this. And simple as the signing of buy this week for extension, that shows that we are going for no defenders this offseason here. We looking to strengthen midfield.
All right, so good. So I'm glad you bring up that, Nico. Yeah. And guys, all in the comments, jump in too, right? I think Bailly contract was going to expire.
Right.
Man, you did not want to lose Bailly for free. But I still feel we going for
No, but that's still 2024. If you don't want to take a game at least a year.
How you game a year? He go take a year? He go reject a year, Nico?
You're giving him a year surety with a possibility of another year. That's how these contracts go. That's how these contracts go.
No. You, how old you feel by you? 30 years. When a player reach 30, they get 1 year contract. By young. So all I'm saying is, man was going to risk losing Bailly for free if they didn't sign him up. And a 24, 25-year-old not going to sign a year-long contract. Will you feel
I seen it as here what? That the centre back solidify with that. That's what we're going with Lewis and Maguire, Lindelof, buy games if anybody get injured. And we're going to spend money on maybe midfielders, a striker possibly, or a winner.
Rudy, what do you think about that extension with Bailly?
I think is what you say, because we invested almost 30 million in him when we bought him. I can't remember. And to lose him for free, and he's still 24, 25. I sure he have a sell-on value.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're telling me they're extending him, right? Going for somebody and keeping him on the bench, right? That what you're saying?
No. What we doing?
Not necessarily.
So what? So then what?
Because
so then that mean you're gonna have Lindelof and Bailly, that's saying on the bench because you're going for an next centre back. That's what you're saying, right? I'm not seeing that happening. Not seeing that at all.
Real competitions you could be into. You might have to rotate the squad. Injuries you could take into consideration. Unforeseen injuries.
But we go see.
The thing about it is this, right? Yeah. No, I know we want to get into the game just now. We'll get into the game just now, right? But when you look at it like this, Nico, Bailly has been here how long?
Right.
4 years or something, Bailly here?
Yeah.
Since Mourinho bring Bailly, right?
Yeah.
And Maguire in 2 seasons play more games than Bailly play in 4 years.
Right.
Right? And that was primarily due to Bailly's inability to remain fit. Right? Whether he go on international duty and then come back injured, or he get injured in training, he kick the wall home, he get injured in training, he get injured in a game, and Bailly we cannot rely on Bailly. For 4 years, over and over, he's proved that we cannot rely on Bailly. We also saw as well, even though Lindelof and Maguire is the best partnership that we might have now in terms of reliability, we still see where it has holes in and leaks in our defense.
Of course, we know that.
So it is no secret that we need a centre back to partner Maguire.
Why? Well, let me see. I'm not seeing them spending that money.
For me, the sense is Bailly contract was running down, we could afford to lose him for free. You do not want to lose a 24-year-old with that kind of potential for free. Sign him up, and then here we're going. We get next the centre back that we want to partner Maguire, and then Asuta come in and say, well, hey, what do you say with Bailly? Give him 50 million.
Let me see.
Also, Bailly, I find he have the ability to just jump in games when needed. Like he did it. I think it was last season against Chelsea. Not any player could just jump in a game and be up to scratch. I feel Bailly had that in his locker. And I look, he have a little faith in Bailly still.
Definitely, yeah. I definitely have faith in him.
If Bailly and Lindelof stay, I feel 2 and they go out of the league.
Probably.
I am saying Fred actually made some good passes today, but he always aims his shot. That stuff is like, would he help by Fred? Pass it now.
I love Fred energy today, but Fred gave 110%. In fact, 200%.
Yeah. Jesus saying, fellas, we have to get back to the way Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it. When season ends, you ask if the team can challenge the best in the world and what's missing. But we were winning then. So at the moment, we should be thinking, so from now, bolster all areas of quality. Don't let a handful of goals gloss over our needs. But Jesus, let me remind you of one thing, right? Fergie was like a kind of Houdini. He used to make cleverly look like
You understand? Even the Phil Jones.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, gosh,
And Fergie win a title with Smalling and Jones as defensive options.
Yeah.
So when we watching Fergie, let me remember the man was a genius now here.
Let me not forget, we still ain't really cover the right wing. I still want Jadon Sancho and one centre back, and I good. That's all I want, a Jadon Sancho and a centre back.
Yeah, one defensive midfielder.
You want midfielders in that squad, mate?
Honestly, I think with Ollie at the wheel, he can manage the games like with McFred. They can pull it off.
Nah, Rudy boy. Oh God, Rudy boy.
No Fred lacking skill, he doesn't make up in hard work.
No needy skill.
Yeah. Fred for me, Fred and McTominay is good men. I could bring up the bench and I have to see out games. But not, I don't want to be seeing them fellas starting week in, week out next season.
At least I might be able to take one, but oh God, let me get one quality midfielder inside.
Yeah, Jody saying Rim. Plus, we have some good talent coming through the youth team. That's correct. The youth team has some good potential. I want to see Galbraith break into that first team real bad, boy. Hey. And this is saying next season is going to be similar with Euros cutting off start. Oh yeah, for real.
Real fatigue. These players playing week in, week out, but I was like,
yeah, boy.
Yeah, that.
Hey, Michelle, good night. Thanks for joining.
When there's a player like that, playing like right through, you must have dislike the game, boy. No, because that's be too much football, boy.
If I game paid with them getting paid, I would love it. Week in, week out.
Boy.
Hey Joel, thanks for joining, buddy. Saying good performance today. Second half, that is. 5 minutes in the first half and second half. Michelle saying Greenwood has a better relationship with Cavani than Rashford. So I would bring him on and replace Fred with Van der Beek. Plus, tell Wan-Bissaka to stay back. He rarely adds much in the attack, in all honesty. You think so? Because we really
improving. I think Wan-Bissaka has improved, and you see it over the last few games.
Also,
I think he has definitely been a threat in the attacking areas.
And he's always the option to retain possession and he can pass it. And it goes lead to maybe a goal or something like that, a corner or something.
I think he has improved.
But I do agree with Michelle that you're sensing that Greenwood and Cavani developing a nice little relationship.
And I also Pogba and Cavani too. They almost telepathic. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Fred Van der Beek. Van der Beek still had to prove himself.
Getting games.
Yeah.
King Hunter, thanks for joining from the YouTube side. He's saying, Greg, that is where you water down the thing. You're talking about accepting mediocrity. And I can't remember which comment it says you're replying to there. Jody saying, let Harry stay where he is. He injury prone.
Nah, boy. Jody, boy. I disagree
with you. Any team would love to have Harry.
I disagree with you, boy.
Yes, good game. I was screaming. Yeah, watch man.
Yeah, it was that kind of game. The quality of goals to that Cavani go with a higher up. I off your see the first goal too.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I missed one or two reviews before, but I don't know if I talk about the goalkeeping situation with Dean Henderson and De Gea.
Yeah, we beat that.
Yeah.
We beat that father.
But let me get your thoughts on it now, Rudy.
Honestly, the style so different. Dean Henderson so much more vocal, and he does one thing that I used to be begging De Gea to do. He distribution so much better than De Gea. He does start counter attacks, and I love how he does distribute the ball. That's the only thing I have to say. But in terms of pure saving ability, that to be De Gea. But
It's a no way two of them gonna stay next season.
Yeah.
So we ready?
yeah, one have to go. One have to go.
We go still going on.
I mean, De Gea only wage book. He heavy on the wage book, eh?
Yeah, well that too.
Yeah.
But and that could be a negative as well as trying to get him off the wage book, eh? So it's not
Yeah,
really.
I get my money. I could breeze out and make my money. I can play my cup games. I can play my cup and breeze out. Go home to my child thing. You know, play with them happy and sit down on the bench and make my money.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Arvin, welcome Arvin. He's still listening from Norway. Thanks for joining again, buddy.
Yeah.
And watch me if it's a fan, Man United fans from Norway, share the stream, you know.
Yeah.
He's a only fan.
I am saying a player like Cavani would want minutes, especially as he hadn't been playing football for some time. But the babyface assassin was a bench player, so I guess he's the right man to convince him to take a little bench sometimes.
Facts. I didn't take that into consideration.
No, but Cavani just asked us to be on the bench too, eh? And only just tell him okay, eh? He just say, yeah. Remember when we play at Burnley?
Yeah.
He said, Ollie, I ain't feeling it today, and I go take it on the bench. And he said, alright, cool. Yeah, me no problem with that.
King Hunter saying, boy, we high on this win. Yeah, of course. Of course.
For sure.
We practically in the final, you know.
Yeah, 114 or maybe 3/4.
Yeah. Christopher saying, Bissaka does his part. He's getting better in attack. He's still developing. Yeah. Especially when you see Bissaka come from a culture at Crystal Palace where defend. Now at Man United, we're asking you to attack. And not just attacking her, attack with quality now, boy. Yeah. Attack with Man United standard quality. So he had to develop, he's taking the time. Simeon saying Cavani was picked up last minute on the clearance. I just wonder how this team with seemingly no plans have things work out in their favor. But I'm mad. Yeah.
Maybe he was a panic buy, but I like Oli and I think he know what he's doing because season I go by, he improving.
Yeah.
In
the last few games, the quality of play has improved. You know, I think that's with the advent of moving Pogba higher up the field. I think that has drastically improved the quality of play within the team.
Yeah. And the same runs that we used to see Marcus Rashford running into blind alleys, we've seen a way a little more intelligence and football
IQ. And skill and quality. You see that, especially for the first goal today, you know, that spanner easy. You understand? Faker he go inside and pull it back. You know, that is real quality, boy. That is real quality.
Yeah.
As much as we know Rashford have that quality, but he doesn't know when to use it. You know, all the time. You know, in that kind of tight technical, you know, decisions, Rashford may not have that, you know, but definitely Pogba showed that today.
Yeah. I am saying Baye ain't going to place. Once fit, Baye is one of our best defenders.
Yeah.
King Hunter saying yes, but Greg Zlatan is an anomaly, and even he couldn't keep up. All right, so I'll let our conversation go on with Greg and King Hunter. All right, Christopher saying he rejected previous offers. A longer extension was the only way he would have stayed. I still think we in the market. I think, but I mean, I am and Nico think differently. So yeah, time go tell. Michelle saying I'm not seeing that taking place though. I'm not sure because we miss, you know. Simeon saying man getting paid to sit on the bench next to other high price signings. I am saying Phil Jones did get a new deal a few years ago too, eh?
Yeah. Phil Jones,
like,
Pereira.
He's furniture in this Manchester United squad right now. He's furniture. I can't wait to see you go.
Okay, remember when Oli come?
I think the season going.
Yeah, when Oli reaches Phil Jones and Pereira and a few others, and I remember we were scratching we head like what, you know?
Yeah.
How much centre back City and Liverpool have? You're talking about quality centre backs or centre backs in general?
Let's not forget, look how much progress we made, because just last season, week in, week out, Pereira was starting games against Liverpool. That will never happen now.
Yeah. Oli ruthless, watch it. Oli's a baby assassin, eh? Oli, the man is silly.
Yeah, I feel you have a mean street in the nobody knows.
The man just put his hand wrong man's shoulder and say, use the greatest thing since sliced bread. And he just can't wait to train the dustbin. You understand? Yeah, Oli dread, boy.
He got plastic or glass in that sliced bread. What's it from? So Oli here waiting he. Gregory saying Bailly is a good defender, but he needs to work on his fitness.
But he fit right now.
I am saying Tuanzebe they had a go, but if he goes and Phil Jones stay, I don't know now. Now I think two of them going. I think
Tuanzebe want a loan though. Tuanzebe might get more of a loan deal than an outright.
When he come in against in that PSG game, he really win over, but I don't know what
He did well. And then when
he went back to the first game.
Yeah, the man pocket Mbappe, but he keep up with him.
And then we went back to and Dembaba turned it inside out. Dembaba doing what kind of thing? Dembaba real bully him. You understand?
And that was the Enna.
That was the Enna.
Yeah.
Wow, that's much
MIA.
Yeah.
With Nico complimenting Fred.
Nah, the man gave 100 today.
Stranger, watch me. Gregory
still good enough. He's still good enough, but the man gave 100 today. But the man, he was good today. You see, he was vexing when he came off too. He vexing. All you had to talk to him, all you had to tell him, boy, it's Liverpool this weekend, boy, breeze out now, boy. Sit down.
Don't forget, Fred Acosta playing in Champions League game all the time throughout the seasons with Shakhtar Donetsk too. He have a little experience he can help you out with it.
I pedigree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smalling have 2 PL medals under Sir Alex Ferguson. That's telling you Sir Alex Ferguson still work magically. Are you telling me that man is wind up to pass a ball wide and he had 2 Premier League medals? Well, let me don't underestimate how good Sir Alex Ferguson was, please. You know, King Hunter saying I disagree. They're going to try to spend one money and done. All right.
I don't know if he's saying they might go and try to get a defender. I don't know.
I think he said he might just spend money, spend big and do play out there doing enough, man.
Okay. I don't say we need another midfielder, Rudy. I can't continue. This match
I personally like this destroyer with a deep line playmaker, but
who's the deep line playmaker?
I used to think it was Pogba with, let me say, McTominay or Fred, but I don't know.
Yeah, but now
Pogba moved up to now.
Teams, but
yeah, I can't complain which part Pogba is right now. Keep Pogba right there.
Nah,
I don't know. No, but let me pose this story, right? And when Oli had just taken over Man United under the interim manager, Matic was the holding defender. He was not a destroyer, you understand, but Matic was reading the game properly. So I know we have this mindset as though a defensive midfielder, that is what they're supposed to do, this try and break up play. But I think if we want to be a possession-based team, you don't necessarily need a destroyer. I guess for somebody who does read the game real good, like a Carrick, right? And then with if Matic had the legs earlier, then Matic would have been the perfect person. Matic is not a destroyer. You understand? He does really play pretty well. He could intercept play, but then again on the ball, Matic having real touches, Matic very intelligent. Quality. You understand what I'm saying? So with that now, once we could find that player to play that position, then I would bring Pogba inside and play Pogba and Bruno as the 8th, right? So that now we will be able to play Rashford in his position.
Yeah.
Whether Greenwood playing out wide, or as you say, Rudy, we get Sancho. You understand? So we had that kind of quality and pace and width to come in, and then we have Marcel up top.
But I don't even consider United currently right now as a possession-based team, because we best on the counter. Look, we have players like
But we need to be able to possess that ball better, Rudy. Every team don't play us to possess the ball better than us, you see.
Because you can't go and play City and you're running on the ball whole game, you know, and hoping for a counter. You know, you don't want to be looking like that. You're like,
well, that's why
even the game when we beat City 2-0, you beat City, but you saw how we look. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, but that is why all the tactical flexibility had to come in. During mid-game, he had to change tactics, you know? That's why I like both of them.
I think we're getting the full comment from Arvin here. He's saying listening from Norway, but the internet kind of shitty. So the highlights, goals came from some really nice touches today, definitely. And watch me. Again, Pogba, Bruno, Cavani. And I go even throw in Luke Shaw today. Luke Shaw was very good.
Yeah.
I saw us start today. He created the same amount of chances as Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
When I hear him kind of thing, I do really. I just say whatever. Whatever. I really need that.
Could say no lie. I want to know what kind of juice Bruno and Shaw drinking. Them men fitness level. Yeah, boy, monstrous. And watch me. If it's one thing I get credit Ollie with earlier, when Ollie came in, he say these fellas not fit.
Right.
He say one of the first things them fellas had to work on is the fitness, and they could tell when teams tired. We now going into second gear.
Exactly.
You know
that's why we have scored all that. Yeah,
it was a game of two halves when he now take over. One half we playing bad, next half we playing good, or one half we playing good and next half playing bad. So that is real true. They work on the fitness level.
Yeah, and if you see the amount of goals we have scored in the last 10 minutes of games, that is definitely part of fitness, you know.
Yeah, hey Kian, welcome man.
Hey Kian, I seen you these days, boy. Where are you on vacation or? All right.
Kurt saying Ole realizing the last couple of games Donny play, he is tweaking his game. He's not playing so much one touch, but he actually traveling with the ball, and he was always good at defending. Yeah,
he was good. Definitely.
Yeah. I am saying when we got that 6 from Spurs with Matic in the middle, Oli knew that would not work. Yeah. So once we can upgrade and get a better player to fill that role, then I think problem solved. And probably for the games like Spurs, City, then you revert to your McFred. I don't have an issue with that, but don't tell me week in, week out, McFred is we go to. Richard, welcome, buddy. Saying you would have loved to be on the show tonight. What going on, Nico? Yeah, man.
Pogba, dog.
So, fellas, we almost 50 minutes into the review and we are touching the game. Yeah. Let me see what we can do. All right. So, but we appreciate the engagement. We love that. We love that. You know, they go it about. Let me talk about the game, fellas.
Yeah. Well, again, if we go with the lineup, it was not a surprise to me in terms of, because we spoke about this a few times, Reem, in terms of with Pogba playing on the left, what going to happen with Rashford? And we know Rashford that really want to move, and Greenwood would have had to be the one to give way, right? So that wasn't a surprise at all. I think we started the game with a bang. A message and tell you, Reem, Roma is food today. You're gonna eat them. You know what I mean? And then it was a moment. Well, I mean, let me talk about the goal. You know, it was definitely a moment of brilliance. You know, perfect touch from Pogba to Cavani to Bruno, excellent finish. You know, I think in terms of composure in front of goal, you could ask for more from Bruno with that finish. You know, because it had to be ice running through your veins to finish like that. You know, and that was a superb finish. On the next end, we went down on the next end a few minutes after. And boom, we gave a penalty. To me, as people would have said that how you want Pogba to challenge, but I think that challenge was made of Pogba's own. You know, I think Pogba could have tracked back a bit more, knowing that was the danger man. He was open for a while. I think Pogba could have tracked back earlier.
Not to leave his hand dangling like that. You have to tuck in that hand, man.
Yeah.
Everybody getting punished for them stupid handballs.
So definitely, and he knew that too, you know, because when the referee blew the whistle, Pogba knew that that's gonna be a penalty, you know, and that was to me that making of his own demise. You know, I think if he gave that effort up front, to defend or to even track the player. I think he would not have all that work to do to have to throw his frame to get a penalty. I think fair play to the referee. Excellent call. I'm not questioning the penalty. I think it was a good penalty. And then again for the go ahead goal for Roma at that point, I think again Pogba was in the mix a kind of way jogging back to me, which I find you could give a bit more effort, but again slack defending, definitely slack defending from maybe Shaw could have done better because Dzeko was more or less the only player to really get the ball to, and it was an exquisite pass from Mkhitaryan. I think that pass from Mkhitaryan kept
the whole defense
with our pants down, because when that man get a ball, right, it had nobody around him, and the vision from Mkhitaryan to find him, I think that is why I guess he was a United player at once, because that kind of quality that we want at United, that kind of vision that we want, and you saw it. So again, I guess they didn't deserve to go ahead. I think maybe they deserved to, because I think when they broke at us, I think they was managing, we had more of the possession, but when they broke, I think every time they broke, you saw a threat. You saw a threat. However, I had no fear in terms of coming back. I say Reams, you got at least 2, but we want to get 3. And then when we went up and we equalized, Reams say, well, nah, Nico, our 8. This high good and get it. And I think after that, I think all the goals was quality. I think the equalizer from Cavani again, is the kind of goals does make it jump up and ball, and sing, like real quality. And I think after everything was, you could have seen our fitness was much better. We knew that Roma had some changes with the goalkeeper and other substitutions. I think that would have definitely helped us. I think Smalling definitely also would have helped us. And I think it was a well-deserved victory. And I think we go in Rome next week with a healthy, confident that we could get through to the final and finally Oli will break this semi-final hoodoo and get into the final. And to me, I think definitely we should be favourites.
Yeah, well said. Talk to me, Rudy.
Well, you see that second goal Roma score, the go-ahead goal. This is why I think we gonna be in the market for centre back. So, because men like Maguire and Love at the age where they're supposed to be peaking, not just physically but mentally too. 26, 27, that is the age. So I mean, that pass was so exquisite it almost looked offside to me, but it wasn't, because it was just so good. And I think if it was a world-class defender centre back in the back there, it would be a little more trouble for them to score. That is why I think we have to be in the market for next centre back, and hopefully in the second leg, the aggregate scoreline to get a little ugly for Roma. It could look ridiculous, something like 9-10-2 or something. I don't know.
And it's interesting that you talk about the second goal that we conceded. Now, my issue, because we started the game so good, right? I think no team does want to concede early because it is kind of throw off your game plan. So getting that early goal, it threw Roma off, and Roma started to push higher. Right? They started to press a little more, and I was surprised that we gave the impetus to them so easily, because after we scored, Roma just started attacking, and we were like, what's going on? And we're losing shape. McTominay and Pogba and Fred lost their shape and was all over the pitch. And I was wondering what was going on with shape. And the first goal, Nico, now I agree with you, Pogba wasn't tracking his player. But the issue was, why it is the ball was on the right-hand side, which would be Roma's left side, right? We had so much players around the Roma players, and they were able to still get a pass on the ground, not a pass overhead, a pass on the ground that passed through so much of our players to go across. Now, as a player, Pogba, yes, I agree, he see danger, but you were expecting that ball to reach there. So Pogba now had to be a little more reactive. No, understand what I'm saying? Because we were so out of shape. That ball passed through so much of our players. where Pogba now has a kind of jerk reaction from Pogba to try to recover ground because we did not do our job in terms of closing on the play on the right hand side, right? The second goal now, right now, and I mean, sorry, to go back on the first goal now, Pogba admits in the post match that he's not good at defending, right? He just threw his hand, and that was a good penalty, right?
Yeah.
Based on the law, a good penalty. Pogba don't throw your frame.
Yeah.
Don't throw your frame, right? The second goal that we concede now, Lindelof get pulled out of position now. Rudy make a real good point. Them fellas and them supposed to be a little more mentally mature. Let me think the game intelligently, right? If Lindelof pulling out, right, and you see all your players recover, then somebody supposed to either cover for Lindelof or come toward the player and Lindelof go back in his position to ensure that we defensive line and structure back in play. I just see when we attacking teams and we taking long to move the ball, teams just reassemble and get back the formation to make it difficult for a team to break. We was all over the place. When the player, I can't remember who played the wing back for Roma, he gate, Lindelof follow McTominay closing, Pogba tracking back, right? The Saka there, he played the ball to Mkhitaryan. Everybody got around Mkhitaryan. Fred stamped the ball watching. Everybody started watching Mkhitaryan as though he's some kind of celebrity. The fella made the run behind Fred back. I don't know who Fred was marking. Maguire stand up there, show and all. Stand up with Jaco, as though two of them fellas training and they get on a water break. You understand what I'm saying? So it has so much things that went wrong for us to concede that second goal. And I was like, what going on? What going on that throw? And I sure that had to form part of the hairdryer treatment that Oli would have given that team during halftime, because that was unacceptable. Oli and all said in this post-match, we ain't concede a goal in how long to come and see them two stupid goals?
Yeah.
That was a clear breakdown in concentration. It was a clear breakdown in structure. And other teams making you pay for that. I was surprised.
But we pay.
No, but understand when I mean make you pay in terms of losing the game. Yeah, because I was surprised that Roma come out with the kind of attacking quality we have and play open. Yeah. Normally, I'm only locking up shop right there and playing.
But that is kind of what we do. We tend to give teams too much respect to like back. We tend to talk in and apply pressure on myself. We see that on Mourinho quite a lot too.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
But
Mourinho now what is like Mourinho that United, boy.
I watch where all that we saying there is exactly what Spurs was going through. But anyway, we are talking about them, right? We're talking about European teams. But apart from that, I had to commend the response of the team in the second half. You understand? I mean, and Nicole had mentioned it too. You guys know we was going to score goals because we had. So for me today, the attacking players bail out the team because the attacking players was on point. Everybody give me 10 out of 10 performances. I'm going out there. I put myself out there. Everybody in that attacking sense, Bruno, Pogba, Cavani. And even though Rashford didn't have a good game too, he was still a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Greenwood come on and score. I was telling Nico when Greenwood come on, I want two from Greenwood, one with the right foot, I want with the left foot. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So today was a day for the attack. Today was a day for the offense, and the offense bailed, because if we were to rely on the defense and the midfield, or we would be in trouble.
Yeah.
You know? I am saying it's weird, but McFred does win the bigger games.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that.
Let me how to play it, boy. Let me get a better player, and I'm sure.
You go win games too.
You're gonna talk different because we go win games too. We go win them big games too. Simeon saying the problem is you have them fellas on such high levels, then you have fellas that can't pass consistently, shoot properly, mark a player, know when offside is. Can we have a little decency for the rest? Yeah, it's true. Because you have Pogba and them fellas and them are playing at that level.
Yeah.
And then they're getting undone by some real poor defending and poor pass and poor decisions. Good point, Simeon. Kurt saying, as much as I love Max Sauce, he's a decent squad player. What? Oh yeah, you read up when talk changing. But you couldn't talk bad about McFred with
No, yeah, but Kurt, we real now, Kurt, we real. You understand? I just saying that.
I am saying Roma came to Old Trafford with a wound.
Yeah, that wolf was wounded, boy. Yeah, that wolf on the chest was wounded.
Kurt saying that is the second time Pog's threw his frame. And it cost me a penalty, but in this
He is
case,
always that boy. Arsenal too, chipping this again.
Yeah. I am saying we going in a room like Auntie. Yes. I am saying Carr's drop number 2 for Roma was causing problems. He hit a pass from their half and split our whole defense. Yeah, I remember that pass, boy. I remember that pass. That was the diagonal. Yeah. Gary saying it's the right mentality. Play till the final whistle. He's also saying if this was Jose, we'd probably be down 4-1. Yeah. Oh, you tell me.
Any man rest in peace now, boy. Or rest in pieces somewhere now, boy.
Michelle saying Bruno, I guess that's your player of the match. Could say Nico, we not like them mass.
That's what I saying, good. That's saying without calling any names. That's what I saying.
So fellas, let me talk about who earlier man of the match or player of the match. We know it's a plenty, but if you had to pull one player and represent for that player being man of the match, who you gonna nominate? Really talk to me.
Honestly, I would put Bruno, no? Because he was involved in so much of goals and he created so much chances. It was almost ridiculous. This man is just playing great balls all over the place, right? So for me, it's between Bruno or Cavani, but I give it to Bruno. I mean, Pogba ending update too, but that's want to be all different because I know Nico gonna say Pogba.
No, not really. Not really. I say Smalling, boy.
Double H Smalling, man.
Smalling a man of the match. Yeah, I tell you earlier. If it wasn't for Smalling, we have been in real problems. Smalling for you man of the match. No, what on a real Cavani, boy. I think
probably
Cavani today. I think the quality of the first goal, the second goal, you know, that's being that fox in the box, drawing that penalty. Yeah, I tell you all that. The reason he drew that penalty is because he ball for it. Because if he did I telling you, because if he just get a challenge and just roll and didn't say nothing.
But I didn't think
that penalty.
I didn't think that penalty.
But yeah, I telling you, the way that Cavani ball and roll and lie down on the ground like he almost dead, make that referee thinking and say that penalty.
But even so, right? Even so, because I don't think it was a penalty. Cavani didn't make any contact with the ball. The ball had already left, and Smalling came in late, right? But
it's still a foul now. It's still a foul. It's still a foul.
That's the law, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have to challenge. Yeah, you don't have to challenge for the ball to be a foul now. You know? Yeah. So it was a foul, you know, but how he sold it, I think definitely the referee bite, you know, and we got a penalty, and then also the assist to Greenwood, you know, would have been Cavani again. So I think if I really have it to give somebody, definitely it'll be Cavani.
All right. I am saying Pogba orchestrated most of the plays. Bruno got the assist. Kurt saying Shaw man of the match.
All right.
Michelle saying Bruno came from Sporting like Cristiano. Kurt saying Cavani today from what I see in the match of the day. Or as the man of the match, sorry.
The man of the match, yeah.
Yeah. For me, I had to say Pogba. Right? I had to say Pogba because even though Pogba would have given away the penalty, I'm looking at the little things that Pogba kept doing throughout the game in terms of maintaining possession, shooting up men, finting, the pass, the intricate passing that he would have started off. Pogba was the real engineer today. And I believe if that goal that we got to go ahead. That piece of play that Pogba, he made something out of nothing as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
And that started everything for us. You know, and just looking at Pogba, what he would have done throughout the game on the different areas on the pitch. Pogba was just so neat. He was clean. I don't think Pogba do anything wrong.
Except for defending.
Bar the penalty. Because I think it had areas when he was in the pitch, he was down in the back and he defended well.
After Oli would have given him the hair dryer.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, Pogba, hands down, was the engineer today. You understand? Cavani do his thing, Bruno do his thing, but Pogba was central to everything. And for me, take the crown down. David saying Cavani man of the match. Yeah, the goal scorers is normally Gaeta.
And he had the penalty and 2 assists. Remember his assist Bruno goal too in the first half.
Yeah. And although we forget Pogba scored a beautiful goal as well. We forget.
He had assisted by Bruno.
Pogba scored a good goal.
I am saying Smalling playing wild whole game. Yeah, the referee was watching that. Cavani played on that and the ref gave it. Yeah. At least we have somebody winning penalties in the absence of Martial, I am saying Curtin see the match and give him shot.
no, he gave Cavani after we talked something about shot. Where he give Cavani.
Oh yes. Hey, all wicked we. The official Man United side give it to Cavani. Okay. Was a mistake, Lion. You say retract it and say Cavani. And this is saying Oli better don't play Pogba in the second leg.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Embarrass them.
If it's one player who I don't want to see in the second leg, might be Rashford, you know, and probably Bruno, because I want to see Van de Beek get some minutes.
Bruno the playboy. Bruno
can't wait to see that match.
No, let me don't get complacent. If we take out Rashford and we put Greenwood, no problem. But let me don't get complacent. Like one game from the final.
You have Pogba, you have Cavani, you have Greenwood, and Danny Van de Beek, and that is complacency. I don't understand.
All right. You doesn't see the effort that Bruno does give. Who on that team could give you what Bruno does give you? You don't have anybody in that team that could give you what Bruno could give you? No.
Okay. So I've seen Pogba's a yellow. So if he get next yellow, will he miss the final?
I'm not sure.
Because if he get yellow
Pogba get yellow?
Yeah, they say he on a yellow.
Okay,
so let's clarify that. So if he get yellow in the second leg, would he miss the final? Because if he not risk missing the final, then I don't think there's a problem. And that's saying if he gets another yellow, he may miss the finals.
We had to confirm that, I guess.
Yeah, we had to clarify that. Kurt saying Van de Beek for Pogba because Pog's on a yellow. Yeah, but I wouldn't replace I wouldn't switch that because Van de Beek and Pogba playing in 2 different positions. Van de Beek can't do what Pogba doing from the left. So I am saying he got one for the ghost challenge on the keeper. Hey, Olia, that yellow card was crazy, yeah?
I can't remember that one at all. No?
I was really crazy. The man running for the ball, he realized he was going, so he back away, but he hand was there, the keeper running to him, and he man got yellow for that by.
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Crazy. And this is saying De Bruyne in the same boat. So if De Bruyne got yellow in the next game, he could miss the final. Michelle saying, Reem, you're going mad. How could you leave Bruno out? I'm telling you, Bruno.
Nah, Reem, nah. On Michelle's side. Bruno had a dead out the way.
I telling you, 4-0 lead.
And when I win Rome. No, it's technically 3, It's technically 3, not 4, because if it reach the 6th level, Roma going through, right?
Listen, we going across and we talked about that before. We go in and play our way. So any goal we score counting double.
That if we score?
We go. What? We now put 6 past Roma, and you telling me we're going in Roma and not score?
But it's possible. It's football. That's possible.
I ain't saying it's possible. But you telling me by changing and playing Beak instead of Bruno, we're not going to score no goals in Rome. So what the hell Pogba doing?
No.
What Cavani doing? What Greenwood doing?
They could miss. It had the post, it had the goalkeeper, it had bad luck. Right? A Kobo could pass that day.
If bad luck had happened, then it got happen. If bad luck had happened, it got happen with Bruno there.
Yeah, but I'd rather it happen with Bruno there because I wouldn't blame Oli, right? If we lost on that bad luck. And say, you see, watch, we gone in Rome, right? With complacency, play Van der Beek instead of Bruno and lost. Who gonna take that? Is Oli to get blamed? So better you play Bruno and lost Bruno on the field. Nobody blamed.
So let me ask you something. We went and play Leeds. He didn't play Pogba. He didn't play Cavani. We didn't win. We dropped points, right? But nobody complained about complacency. Nico,
no. I not complain because I looking at the bigger picture. I looking at the sixth day. The sixth day.
No.
Because
we watch
every
game by itself on its own merit.
Well, yes, I hear you and I agree with that. But however, I had no issue because I was thinking about today's game.
Fair enough.
And I think majority of Man United fans did not have issue.
Anderson saying if De Bruyne gets a yellow in the second leg against PSG, he out of the Champions League final. Wow. So it will be the same for Pogba.
That's a big blow, yeah.
Wow. That will be a big miss. I am saying we're going and score 3 in Rome.
Nice, man. Yeah. But let me make sure Bruno on that pitch though.
Because he's saying, you see, we complain about not giving players games, and when we suggest rest, we call and behave now. But telling
no. They not time for rest, boy. This is not time for rest. They see business of the season. We tell you about the rest. Men are dead out there, boy. Men are dead out there. I don't think about the rest of this time of the season.
You talking as though we go in Rome with a 1-0 lead, boy.
It don't matter.
Right now,
I'm not being complacent. Confidence on 100, but I see worse things happen, boy. What you saying? I see Liverpool come back against AC Milan, right? With about 3 goals almost in injury time, you know. What you saying? Right? No, boy.
So you telling me, right? You telling me out of we whole squad, right? We whole squad. You play Pogba, you play Greenwood, you play Cavani, right? And because we don't play Bruno, we go lost. And then here the captain telling me.
I'm not saying that. I said if we lost. If we lost, there is problems. So better we don't do that. Better we go with the full strength team. Ream. Let me don't get complacent.
All I'm saying is I know we could afford, even though we're not going to be complacent, we could afford to tweak here and there. You understand? Because we have a very comfortable advantage. I'm not saying play Tuan Zede and bring back Mengion from on loan in a dog. I'm not saying that.
Nobody.
I'm not saying rest Cavani and play the under 21 strike. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, hey, here we're going. We see where Beak progress a little bit.
Next season we go see Beak boy. It's no experiment at this business of the season, boy. Next season we go see Beak and them fellas.
I am saying Anoye and Smalling can score. And this is saying the second leg has to be managed very carefully. But tell me something.
That's what I'm saying.
My question is, Anderson, playing Van der Beek instead of Bruno, right? With the likes of Greenwood, Cavani, Pogba, Yaya McFred there, is that not managing the game carefully?
No.
Selling how we sell. All I asking now.
No, you had to go.
Them players say for a reason, man.
At least for your first half, At least your first half.
I say first half.
At least your first half was strong, boy.
Nothing wrong with that, Rudy.
And if we score in the first half, all right, let me say, we score 1 or we score 2, and you want to make little 1 or 2 changes, I would agree with that. But you play a strong team. Them had a dead out there. They business.
How much changes I suggest just now? You say 1 or 2.
But
no, is the player. If you say Rashford for Greenwood, I have no problem. But Vic for Bruno could never happen.
All right.
Well, for me,
I am say play a strong team. All right.
yeah, 100.
Gregory saying, big man, we are not Barca and Pool. And I doubt are they going to move Jokey with the players he carrying.
Yeah.
Rotate. Nobody say play shoulder and Amado, and that's why I'm saying.
All right,
Saying, so I don't understand.
Well, good. Give Donny a game next season. Give him a game in the league. Give him a game in the league. Right? When no play him in the league. If it is die all work get Donny a game in the league. Yeah, rest him, rest Bruno against Liverpool and play Donny. I go take that. But you see resting Donny Bruno for Roma? No.
6-2.
I am saying Bruno attack is a form of defense. He brings energy to the team. Donny is slow singing flower bringing.
I guess it's Bremen or something. Maybe Bremen, I don't know.
Typo.
Yeah, but I agree 100%.
And we just wonder why Mendes get burned out.
Well, let me rest him for the league. Yeah, I see that Bruno had a dead boy.
And this is saying if you rest Pogba, you have to play Bruno. But my thing is play Pogba and rest Bruno. That's what I say.
Nah, boy.
Sean saying, hey, Sean, welcome, man. Thanks for joining. Nico, your family on the inside, boy.
Yeah,
he's saying, man, have no faith in Donny. Yeah, boy. Man,
we go play him in the league. We go play him in the league. We play him against. We play Fulham soon.
By that
time we need top 4. You could start and you could play the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, nah. We even played Donny against Leeds. Donny get 3 minutes. You ain't played Donny in the league? Please, eh?
You have to say Fulham, by Fulham, we don't wrap up the top 4, you know. By top 4 don't wrap up by that time.
We have a comfortable lead in this. You can imagine if we go into that.
You trying to be generous. You trying to be generous to get man sweat and minutes. They're not generosity at this season, boy. That gone. That was for the group stage and when we was playing Real Sociedad and we hit them 4 in the first leg and thing, but not now.
I think earlier, I mean, there's my opinion. Me and what Rudy think, but I don't know what Nico think. I think Bruno could get a rest.
You got rest in the league then. Rest him in the league now.
I talking about next week in the
Nah. You know, boy. You go rest him for the second half. No, I going on dying with that. Rest him for the second half.
It's saying one of the 2 harder rests, either Pogba or Bruno.
Nah, you can't join it. You can comment though.
Kurt saying, Reem, agree with you. Leeds and Roma is 2 different teams. Bruno don't rest Reem.
Nah,
yeah,
rest.
But Oli had
when you sleep in the bed, boy. Yeah, but you rest when you sleep in the bed. But yeah, rest when you sleep in the bed.
All right. We go see. All right, we go see. Let me get some closing thoughts, fellas. Really talk to me.
Well, I can't wait for that Liverpool game Sunday, going into Sunday, because Liverpool out of form, United building up confidence in the 6-2 win here. Can't wait to humiliate Liverpool.
Humiliate.
And considering I'm resting them in the next leg, I mean, taking into context, we win this game 6-2. I mean, if we did win it 2-1 or something, yeah, we'll say that, but if you want Bruno to make a cameo, if things are going wrong, I think, yeah, but I feel we can give him a little break, man. I mean, men like Donny, I think they for a reason, they just collecting pay. They had to do something.
Yeah, I agree.
Match.
It's when, but I agree that they to get paid.
I mean, and us, if we collect 2 in the first half, yeah, I in panic mode. I look at the
so we waited to collect 2 in the first half, then they throw them on, and that's the reactionary thing I don't like.
But you see, you're talking about reactionary thing that you don't like, Nico. We concede 2 with Bruno and everybody in the field.
And that was so then we know we had the quality to get it back.
Yeah, but the point is, we could concede goals whether Bruno there or we not there.
Yeah, but let me be there now. Let me be there.
We in a comfortable place where we can afford, because Bruno is not
comfortable. Why you all feel comfortable? Why you feel comfortable? Roma score early goal. Let me say, Roma score 1 early goal, and we on the back foot, boy. One early goal, and we on the back foot.
Nico, you talking as though
you get all getting complacent.
Marcel injured, Pogba injured, Greenwood injured, and we had to go into that game with Amad, Bruno, and Judgment, Daniel James.
I hear you.
The team have quality where we can afford to rest certain players.
Yeah, but it has that was exactly what you see. We could rest certain players. We could rest, and Bruno is not one of them.
I don't want to risk Bruno getting a booking or Pogba getting a booking and miss the whole final because that's what we're playing for the end game, the final.
Right. Well, then rest Pogba and play Bruno. We could rest Pogba, but we had to play Bruno.
All right.
That's how we had to play. Today was a excellent performance from the team. I know the first half definitely wasn't the best. I think second half we really recovered, and the attacking flair of the front players or the forward, the offensive players really came to the fore today, which was definitely a sight to see exhilarating football, forward thinking football, forward passes, goals. I think we saw the whole cadre today. We saw the whole Arsenal come out today. And that was good to see. Hopefully we could see that again against Liverpool. I think we're in real good form. I think the confidence has come out of today's game. And yeah, I think we will definitely give Liverpool a run for the money.
And make sure they don't finish top 4, please.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. I think definitely we will give Liverpool a run for the money. We know definitely no derby like that is an easy game. Liverpool might come out and play the best football I've played for the entire season, on Sunday. But I think we're in good form to really possibly nick it, and really banish them to, possibly, to fight for that top 4 for the rest of their season. So just for us to go there, get our 3 points, and really try to solidify our position in second, because we think Leicester in decent form. Leicester playing tomorrow, and a win for Leicester could even put pressure on us, in the Liverpool game, so it's really just consolidate our position and finish the season as strong as possible. Playing our best players with our best players on the field.
Yeah. For me, watching, and I know the Leicester game was I gotta excuse that one, but recently we have been playing some really, really attractive football, and that is something that I've been calling for a long time. I know the team have the players to play properly, and it's unfortunate that we only now seeing that coming to the end of the season. But what better time to pick than around now, where the results mean a lot more than earlier. If you understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So seeing Man United play how we play today from the attacking, group, it had me. Guys were made me come up with the title for the full-time post. This is Manchester. Because this is how we want to play, with that kind of freedom, that kind of attacking quality, that kind of, we're not going to take a 2-1 or 3-2 and lock up shop, from what we previous manager used to want. We go in for the jugular, and we go in and we go in and we go in and we go in. So this is Manchester, Oli, and this is how I want to see us playing going forward. Yes, I understand that we need to manage the players, looking at the fixtures and wherever. But I don't want us to lose the confidence that we're able to play properly. We have ballers. We could play football earlier. And that's what I want to see. I want to see my team entertain me and win. I hate when people make it look as though it's either we play good or we defend, or how to play it by pragmatism versus playing pragmatic to get results, and playing good don't make you win. I don't like that. I want our team to play good and win football matches, and we saw that today. I prefer win 5-2, right, than win 1-0. You understand what I'm saying? So let me continue on this trend. As David's saying here, consistency is key, and I think with the confidence that them fellas running on now, yeah man, them fellas confidence high, so we could take it. Anderson saying, I'm worried about players missing the final due to a yellow card. Remember Roy Keane, and I think scores as well. So yeah. I think Oli will take whatever precaution he needs to take. Lions St. James will probably start next week.
Good boy.
They out of point. They play their part.
Nah, but Oli does use James just about right, if you ask me.
Yeah. I am saying I agree. Rest Pogba and play Bruno.
Yeah.
Michelle also saying rest Pogba, Bruno have to play. Pogba have his days, but Bruno always run. Liverpool will
Michelle,
be
you know this
coming
game, girl. You know this game.
Liverpool will be coming at us, so I'm looking at 2-1. All right, let me see if Michelle had the juju like Jody. She calling a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
Kurt saying glad to see Mason Confidence coming back. Oli really handled all the negativity toward him really well. No doubt. So guys, thanks again for the comments, the interaction, the sharing, the likes. Thanks again. We're going up against Liverpool, a wounded animal, but still we don't want to take them for granted.
These Liverpool, they could be 20 up. We're still taking them serious.
Yeah.
Liverpool we're talking about.
Christopher, you get the last 10. You get the last 10, Christopher.
I feel don't go start.
But I hope all your bongs yet, nah?
But just touching on this Liverpool game, teams that tend to step up when it's Man United.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I ain't batting an eyelid to think Liverpool, because of Liverpool form and where they're at, they ain't gonna show up on Sunday, because even when we were down in the gutter a couple of seasons ago, we used to show up for certain games now,
Yeah.
So the fact that we dropped points against Leeds, I wanted more than anything against Liverpool.
Especially if that could hamper the chances of playing in Champions League next season. But I could be so good at it. When the Champions League 2 seasons ago, and now they're not even in it.
Sweet.
Europa League.
Somebody mentioned that. This is Gregory. But you're not going to be real sweet. The top 4, City, United, Leicester, and West Ham.
Oh.
That would be nice. Anyway, guys, thanks again for joining. We do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do me a favor and like it on that side, right? So have a good night, everybody.
Good night.